When it comes to choosing a sexual partner, animals instinctively focus on reproduction and passing on their own genes. A beautiful appearance or an especially shiny coat play a secondary role. Rather, males are concerned with finding a female that is particularly willing to mate. And yet it happens that male cats seek sexual relations with other male cats. So is there homosexuality or bisexuality in cats? Homosexuality in the animal kingdom. You may think that there is no homosexuality in animals because it excludes reproduction, and sex in animals only serves this purpose. Actually, homosexuality in animals is not uncommon, because animals also enjoy sex, and it is not always for the sole purpose of reproduction and preservation of the species. In fact, sex has more than one motivator even in animals. So whoever thinks that sexual intercourse is purely rational and only serves to spread one's own genes will probably be surprised once or twice. Homosexuality has been observed mostly in primates, but also in some birds. Fun can be more important than reproduction. Perhaps you know the story of the homosexual penguins in a New York zoo. These have been a couple for many years and have also hatched and raised at least one chick. However, homosexuality in the animal kingdom, as unfortunately also with us humans, has long been considered a taboo subject and is often dismissed as simply abnormal. And this despite the fact that there are more than 1,500 species in which homosexuality and bisexuality are known. Are cats one of them? We'll get to that in a moment. When is an animal homosexual? In the animal kingdom, homosexuality is expressed in the same way as in humans. However, what factors are used to decide which male should be the partner are still unknown. In fact, homosexual behavior in animals was already observed in ancient times, but for a long time it was ignored even by zoologists and biologists, and labeled as a perversion. Homosexuality in animals means, at least at first glance, nothing more than two males or two females of the same species having sexual intercourse with each other. Foreplay is also part of the sexual act, which has been observed, for instance, in bonobo monkeys. Likewise, oral sex is not uncommon in the animal kingdom. In short, animals also have heterosexual and homosexual sex because they enjoy it. Foreplay includes courtship behavior as well. Ultimately, this serves to attract the attention of a potential sexual partner. Without wanting to play with cliches, in almost all animal species it is mainly the males who try to impress with proudly swelling chests. Regardless of this, it is not uncommon for same-sex conspecifics to display courtship behavior and sexual interest in one another. By the way, research has now discovered that homosexuality in certain animal species is more than just a freak of nature and is, in fact, beneficial to the continuation of the species. Among other things, male swans have been found to be better parents. In addition, intercourse, even same-sex intercourse, serves to relax. Thus it was determined that the sexual act took place, among other things, when it was needed to equalize a conflictive situation within a group of animals or between two males or females. Therefore, sex in animals also serves to resolve conflicts. In the course of this, same-sex sexual behavior can occur, with the sole purpose of appeasing the situation. Fascinating, isn't it? Homosexuality in male cats. If we start from the premise that the sexual act also serves for pleasure and relaxation, there is no reason why homosexuality should not exist in male cats as well. Lions, among others, are known to engage in same-sex intercourse, and what is possible in big cats of prey is therefore also a sexual option in our domestic cats. But what about the question of reproduction? It is a fact that males and males or females and females cannot beget offspring. Regarding this issue, researchers have observed that same-sex animal pairs mate with either a male or a female in order to reproduce. In birds, it can even happen that they steal the eggs of opposite-sex pairs and then hatch themselves. Homosexuality is thus neither an evolutionary exclusion nor a contributing factor to the extinction of a species, at least as long as not all animals of a species become homosexual, which is, of course, a completely excludable scenario. Homosexuality in female cats. What is true for males may also be true for females. After all, homosexuality and bisexuality are not gender-specific. If tomcats can look for a female partner to have sex with, even if they are rather into males, then female cats can too. As you already know, contrary to the theory of evolution, reproduction is not the only reason to seek a sexual partner. And if you consider that especially for female cats the sexual act is painful, a same-sex relationship seems likely in regards to pleasure. Corresponding observations currently only exist in the realm of big cats. Here, homosexual acts have been observed primarily in male lions. But homosexuality has also been observed in lionesses, so again, nothing unusual. Neutering as a criterion. First of all, it is likely that only unneutered cats and males feel any perceptible sex drive at all, since the hormones responsible for this are still present in large amounts. Female cats come into heat at certain times of the year. That is, they are ready to mate. Accordingly, the sex drive is most pronounced during this time. At least for reproduction, hormones are then definitely necessary. But what happens when male and female cats are neutered, that is, when they no longer feel the urge to spread their genes as widely as possible? Do they still have the desire to be sexually active then? This question is not as easy to answer as it might seem at first glance. Studies have shown that even neutered male cats still have a residual amount of hormones that encourage them to engage in territorial and rank fights, among other things. If you have two male cats, you will surely have observed and heard this. This rivalry, which cannot be stopped, does not necessarily have to take the form of fights. As the example of the lion shows, a performed sexual act is also a way of effectively clarifying the question of who is stronger. Although lions are usually in full possession of their masculinity, this principle can possibly be transferred to neutered male cats as well. Is my cat homosexual? Whether a male or female cat is homosexual can be determined by a number of things. As mentioned earlier, courtship behavior and foreplay are as important an aspect of homosexual intercourse as the sex itself. In male and female cats, this means that courtship signals, such as hissing, standing on hind legs and raising their buttocks in the air ready to mate, indicate that sexual intercourse is aimed at. Of course, this always depends on whether the male or female object of desire is also interested. In the case of female cats, let's look at other species first, such as sea mammals. Here females have been observed mutually massaging their genitals. What happens with dolphins, for example, can also happen with cats. And what about male cats? We have already mentioned that there are instances of male lions having sex with each other. It can be argued that this is not just for fun, but is in fact a form of submission that clarifies the rank in the lion pride. If we extrapolate this onto our domestic cats, the act of mating between individuals of the same sex could be similar and thus make it difficult to distinguish between dominance behavior and homosexuality. Since we can't talk to our cats, it's not always easy to figure out what's behind certain behaviors in our kitties. Cats don't fall in love like we do, and at the same time, there's nothing strange about straight cats cuddling all day long, sleeping together and sniffing each other's butts. And despite everything, we can say, yes, homosexuality exists in cats, as well as in almost all the rest of the animal kingdom, which, in the end, is nothing more than additional proof of the naturalness of homosexuality, although it will always remain rarer than heterosexuality. Do you want to know how a cat decides who is or will be its favorite person? Then click on the image on the left to find out in our video. Or are you wondering why do cats meow? Click on the image on the right and we'll tell you everything you need to know about this topic.